How do we turn this into this? Let's talk about it. Sustainability has come leaps and bounds over the past decade, restaurants and bars putting in the time and effort to get the best menu possible while reducing their waste. One of the best examples here in the UK is Below Stairs in Leeds. Although I've never had the pleasure of going, I did get the chance to attend a seminar they hosted encompassing the topic. From using byproducts from one drink to garnish another, using super juice, making waste coasters from citrus peels and receipts, they are truly an inspiration. And most of these practices are not unachievable. Whether we're talking in the bar or at home, you spend your hard-earned money on all these ingredients, so why wouldn't you want to get the most from them? Some people fear that all of this is too time-consuming to fit into your everyday life, but most of these things I'm going to share are, leave it to the side for a day and it's finished kind of job. Today I thought I'd use a pineapple as an example. It's one of the most commonly used fruits you see on a menu, and it's also in almost every supermarket. How many of you have bought a pineapple, cut it up, eaten it, and been left with lots of skin and leaves that you can't use? Some don't even eat the core in the middle due to it being a bit tough. The humble pineapple is much more versatile than you think. With it, I've removed the leaves and the skin first, combined the skin with some dark brown sugar to create a rich syrup, blended all of the flesh, then separated the juice from the pulp. The juice is added back to the syrup to add freshness, while the pulp is used to create a fruit cracker essentially. You don't need anything fancy to do this, it's just a silicone mat and an oven. I made my syrup in a sous vide, but you can leave it at room temperature. Most people assume you need a dehydrator for a lot of garnishes, but in fact, you only need an oven. It's about looking at what you have and how you can utilize it. There's all these fancy gadgets you see on social media that you should buy, but in fact you don't need them. The leaves unfortunately can't be used to my knowledge, at least not something edible, but we can use it as a simple garnish. We could all use some creativity in our life, but will you give it a try? Alright, I wanted to make this video as just a little bit of awareness. Our industry can be one of the most creative industries in the world, yet we're one of the biggest contributors to waste. I think it's a really important challenge to try and beat. There's been massive waves made in the past few years. You see bars opening specifically with the purpose of being sustainable. And this goes beyond the bar. This is stuff you can think about at home. If it's spare veg that you're throwing away, you could chuck into a stock. Or in this case, a pineapple, a lot of the time the core gets thrown away, or the skin definitely gets thrown away. All you have to do is chuck some sugar on it, leave it, and you've got a nice syrup, which you can use for a dessert, or you can use it for a cocktail like I have. And I just wanted to leave you with a quote which I saw actually from a YouTube short recently. It was a channel called Spicy Mustache, and he said, "Food waste is the product of a lack of imagination." Something to think about.